Hello YouTube, this is David here with Code 1 Solutions. Today we have a very special upfit that I would like to introduce to you. This is for a local fire department. It's a 2023 Chevy Tahoe police package. This is a beautiful package in my opinion. It came out really nice. I want to go through how we configured this, why we did what we did, some of the light options, the patterns, the configurations for the programming. Before we get into it, if you could please subscribe to our channel, and hopefully you'll like this video, and it really helps out our channel. So let's get into it. This is a police type car. So all of the major light manufacturers, WHAN, Soundoff, Federal Signal, all the big ones, they create brackets for police type vehicles. So over here we have, in the front grille, we have 4 WHAN Ions over here. These are Ion Duos, red, white, and this is mounted with the factory bracket. Over here by the fog lights, we have Ion T Duos. This is perfect for side intersection when you're going through a red light. Over here we have the WHAN Ion V Mini. They do have a puddle light on the bottom that turns on. Over here we have a WHAN Tracer 5 segment. This is also a duo. This is WHAN X. We also have on the visors, that is a FST. It's a full duo. So the entire bar goes red, the entire bar goes white. In the third side window, we have WHAN strip lights. Over here we have a Kuzmal charger. When you're at the firehouse, you plug it in. This way your vehicle is always ready to respond. This one charges the secondary battery. So because this is a police type vehicle from the factory, from Chevy, this has 2 batteries in it. It has one battery in the front compartment, that's for the engine, and then there's another battery in the back called the upfitter battery. So all of our lights, all of the equipment that we installed, the sirens, the mobiles, everything is on the secondary battery. The secondary battery can always be used to jumpstart the primary battery. What we did is we put in a emergency battery switch over here. So you would just press this button, right? It lights up. That connects the 2 batteries, it engages it, and as you press it, you would crank the car. That's to be used only for emergency situations. So moving on to the rear. On the top, we have Ion Duos. It comes with a factory bracket from WHAN. When you buy this as an entire assembly, these top 6 lights come together. The amber modes can be used for traffic advisors and those ones. And then we have the pillar mounts. This side is blue-white and this side is red-white. And the pillars in the secondary mode can be used as rear floodlight. These are Ion T Duos on the license plate. Those are red and blue. In the taillights, we have hideaways, vertexes. So red's on top, blue's on bottom. Opening the trunk, we have Ion Duos on the hatch. So when the lights are off, it activates amber mode. And when the lights are on, it activates duo mode. Additionally, when you open the trunk, you'll have your standard illumination switch. So let's go up to turn white. So we have 2 regular dome lights, and then this one is angled inwards into the trunk of the vehicle. So if you're standing over here, this will be right in front of your head, so it's not blocking anything, and it's pointed straight into the car. Now the reds, only these ones turn on in red. Check this out. So if we have the lights on over here and we close the trunk, it shuts off all the interior lights, and that's all controlled through core. When the core communicates with the car through OBD2, it knows when the trunk is open, trunk is closed, switches on, switches off. So I can leave that switch on whenever I want, and all this and this light will automatically turn on. Here we have the WHAN V2V system mounted on the glass, the passenger side window. So here we are in response mode. This is slide switch 3 in drive mode. In this build, we use the WHAN core siren controller. So just going through the drive mode, when we program the light on the core, we have complete control over the patterns and the colors. Part of having lights and sirens is that you want to capture attention. And in order to capture attention, you need to have high contrast. So what we always do is we like to have one side flashing one color while the other side is flashing the other color. This way, you have that nice contrast on one side and the other side. I'm standing about 20 feet in front of the car. I can close my eyes. With my eyes closed, I can still see that one side is red while one side is white. That's how powerful that contrast is. So we try to maximize that to use so that the responder will get as much effectiveness out of the lights as possible. So if you'll notice, the entire driver's side of the car is red, and then it flashes white. So again, one of the things we like, contrast, right? When you're on scene, you don't need it flashing fast. So we put it on a DVI pattern, single flash, 60, slide switch 2. The customer wanted just a less aggressive pattern, slide switch 1, minimal pattern. Here we have just the grill lights on action flash, and the back plates are just nice and calm. All right, so about some of the other stuff we did for the upfit. So over here we have a Havas vehicle specific console. We have the WHAN rotary knob. Over here, this is the factory USB wires for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. This is a aftermarket charger. We wired this to be always on even when the car is off, so that customer can charge their phone even when the vehicle is off, parked, whatever the case is. This is a new special feature that me and my sense of humor decided to add in. It's the passenger eject button. If you have a passenger that is really annoying, all you have to do is press it, and then it does absolutely nothing, but it's cool to have. Over here we have two Motorola radios, XPR5550Es. We have 2 cup holders plus 1 additional cup holder up there. We have 1 additional Motorola radio back over here. This one is VHF. These 2 are UHF. I believe they're also dual band. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. We have an armrest over here that needs to be specified. Now, one of the things that we did over here that I think came out really nice is how we wired the wires for the microphones. So what we did is we drilled a small hole in the side of this faceplate over here. We ran the wires down, and then right over here is where the wire is coming out, right? Another hole over there. We put a nice grommet, and then it comes out right over there. The wires are nice and clean. It stays over here. Up here we have an iPad holder. This is the screen protector to be installed. This is a RAM mount over here. It can be easily adjusted from the driver's position and then locked in place. So the back trunk is something we spent a lot of time designing in advance. We discussed with the customer what their needs are. So they wanted to have some space in the back for their personal belongings, but they also wanted somewhere they can store their gear. This customer wanted the active exhaust system, so that means that there is a fan. Air intake is up there. It goes in, and then the fan exhausts it out, and it exits through the back. This is the back of our box. It goes out over here, comes out from right over there. That's our output exhaust for all of the fumes. Another thing that the customer specifically requested is that this gearbox be very easily removable. The 2 mobiles in the front have speakers right over here. So this is labeled. Obviously, that's going to come off. And you can control the volume over here. That's another something very specific that the customer wanted. So you can easily control the volume from back over here very easily. Another thing that the customer specifically requested, the customer wanted that we put a faceplate so that if the pen goes down here, any object goes down here, it doesn't fall or roll right in. Now, some of you are going to ask me, where is all of the electrical components? The customer requested that the equipment be mounted in a spot that is easily accessible in case certain things need to be serviced. So the solution that we came up with is we made a separate compartment for all the electrical stuff. It's mounted under here, and it's on a piano hinge. So this entire thing comes up, and now we have access to all of the electrical components. We just passed final QC inspection, so all this is going to be loomed up, and it's going to look really, really nice. So just going through the stuff that you see over here, this is the primary core brain. One of these is the secondary siren. Another one is the howler. And there is our power distribution box. Okay, so one of the things we've done is radio is basically a regular car. So your steering wheel It's just a regular steering wheel. And if you step on the brakes, regular brakes. Now, if you're in PA or manual, then the brakes, we put on like a medium brake alert. So the center license plate light, it just illuminate. It's nice. It gives you a little bit of pop, a little bit of finesse, and that looks good. Now the horn in PA sounds like this. In manual, sounds like that, as you'd expect it. When you're in slide switch 3 and you're in drive mode, you're responding, right? There's a lot of lights going on. And if you're stopping, the emergency lights kind of drown out the regular factory brake lights. So what we did is that when the lights are on, we'll turn a majority of them into brake lights like this. Let me show you the traffic advisor. So over here, this is what it looks like from the controller side, and just realizing we need to program this LED indicator to show you that it's on. This is left, and if you turn both of them on, it's center out. It's howler, as you'd expect. What are the most important functions that a fire chief would need when using this vehicle? So first thing comes to mind is takedown. You arrive on scene, you want to be able to light up whatever the heck's in front of you. Boom, that's the first button over there. You might need rear takedown. Alley turns on both lights sideways. Now if you need to turn all of them on at once, you know, instead of being busy or whatnot, press that button, boom, everything turns on. Now the entire vehicle is white steady. This next button, low power, is customer requested, and then this next thing is something that we recently started doing. It's the lock unlock button. Part of the automation we did with Core is that in side switch 3, right now, since we're in park mode, it activates the scene mode, so it's a slower pattern. If for whatever reason you want to swap the mode, then you click unlock and then it will turn it into driving mode. And what it will also do is, if you're in drive mode, right, so I'll put the car in drive, let's say, and you want to show scene mode, you just click it and it flips it. So whatever you're on and you don't like it, you click it and it just turns it to the other one. It basically dual function button. Right now we're in slide switch 3. So the pattern that we're on is camouflage 75. So the entire car, front to back, is on the same pattern, camouflage 75. So everything is synced. Everything looks really nice. Now, some people really don't like when the rear is at such a fast pattern. I get it. I know the back is, you know, can be a little bit calmer. Most people don't drive in reverse. Before we go, I just want to know your opinion on something. Just say it in the comments down below. We'll say option A, whole car, same pattern. Option B, rear slower. And that's pretty much it, folks. We hope you liked this video. I hope you give us a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you are in the market for an upfit, whether it's for a fleet, whether it's for a personally owned vehicle, please do not hesitate to contact us. We are here. We are ready for your phone call.